is fundraising marathon for 4 Japanese speedrunners who are going to go to AGDQ 2018. We have Paul and Yamayu who are participating Yoshi Islands races. Also, we have Zaraki and Shoka who are participating Mega Man races, Mega Man relay races. So make sure to donate to them if you want to see them on JGDQ. Looks like we're ready to go. So take it over.
Alright.
Krankdud.
Alright, let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Dustforce. It's an indie platformer. It was released back in 2012. I guess since the release of the game, it's gone through like several different iterations. This is the third one, the DX version. Should probably stop missing dust. And so this one has the most levels out of all the versions of the game, and is pretty much the only version that's played now. So pretty much what this game is, you're a janitor that's just going around and cleaning these areas for not really any particular reason. And you get to do a whole bunch of, you know, classic janitor things like double jumping and wall jumping and all that stuff. Yeah, so this is the combat tutorial, and it's probably one of the more difficult levels to do fast. Kind of a lot of awkward little attacks, and there's some dust that I missed. Alright. Let's save that big prism for later. So once you get like 100 dust in this game, you get this big kind of super attack that you can do, which gives you this nice AoE attack that like cleans up a whole bunch of stuff, but then cleans up a whole bunch of dust and all that good jazz. So I guess I should probably explain what this category is. So this is SSL levels. What that means is that I have to get an SS rank in every level of the game, and to do that I have to clean up all the dust, and I also have to not lose my combo. And the ways you can lose your combo are either by getting hit by something, by falling through spikes and dying, or by just taking too much time in between grabbing dust. So as we're going through the forest, we're going to start seeing some different characters come out. So this guy right here is Dustforce. He's, I guess, kind of the broken character of this game. He has really huge jumps and really big attacks, which makes him useful for tons and tons of levels. His only like main weakness is just he doesn't do as well on slopes as, you know, Dustman or Dustgirl, which are the first two. I'm mainly going to be using Dustgirl. They're pretty much interchangeable. There's like some slight differences here and there that's going to matter in some levels, but for the most part I just use the one I think that looks cooler. Alright. This is the first boss of Dustforce right here. Didn't get hit, so that's good. We like to call that Fox the first boss because back when we did a whole bunch of forest races, somehow someone would always get hit by that guy. I'm not really sure. It was pretty magical. Like, shouldn't be that dangerous, but we managed to get hit by him all the time. To the point where sometimes I would just end up jumping over him entirely just to avoid getting hit. Alright, so this is Dustkid, one of the other characters. This character you're not going to see too much in the run, but... Sure, hit that. What she does is she has a triple jump, but all her jumps are shorter. And then she also has really fast attacks, but all of her attacks are also shorter. So you might already notice I'm hitting a lot of dust through walls. It's gonna be quite a bit of that. Oops. Alright, just gonna take this slow, I guess. But the interesting thing about the attacks is, for some reason, your up and down attacks can hit things through walls, but your forward attacks can't, so anytime that needs to happen, it has to be like an up or down attack. Oops.
Do you have some time to talk about prizes?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we are accepting donation currently for a prize, Yoshi Island's complete inbox for SFC, which is pretty awesome. If you donate right now, you have chance to win that. If you donate minimum $5, so make sure to donate if you want to win Yoshi's Island complete inbox for SFC. I'm used to say SFC, but SFC is Super Phantom, which is in Japanese version of SNES, just to make sure.
Alright, this is the first gold key level. The gold key levels are pretty much the hardest ones of each Nexus. Oh. This one in particular is quite a long level, so... If I die anywhere, I have to like restart the entire thing, so it would be quite a time loss, so hopefully that doesn't happen. We'll see. Nice heavies to save time. Alright. Now we're on to the first combat level. Let's see if I can get this strat. Miss it. Pretty much entirely. Oh my god, this is actually really bad. Alright. Let's try that again. That's... I'm just being stubborn, I really want to get this. Alright. Man. Alright, I guess this trash is not gonna happen. Well, pretty much what I was going for was a strat that would allow me to beat that level in 8 seconds. Which you use the porcupine spines. Because if you can deflect the porcupine spines at enemies and they'll kill any enemy in one hit. Since there's like several porcupines at that level, you can abuse that to kill a whole bunch of enemies in one hit. Beat the level incredibly fast.
So we got $5 from Silent Wolf. Thanks for the donation.
Alright, so this is probably one of the few instances of the run where I'm using a character that's not optimal for the level, but instead will allow me to get to the next level a lot quicker than using any other character. And most of the time when a character is not optimal, usually that means like you're losing 1 second or something by picking that character. And let's see if I can get this. I'll try one more time. It's kind of a tricky jump. There we go. Okay. So now we're at Night Temple, and this is my favorite level of the game. For me, this is kind of like the level where this game clicked, and it's like, oh, there's a lot of cool things you can do here. And you actually probably shouldn't play this character on this level. Oh shoot. It makes this section a lot harder. I died. Alright, cool. Well. Yeah, so the difference between Dustgirl and Dustman and why she makes that part a lot harder is Dustgirl starts falling a little bit sooner than Dustman does. that happens to make these jumps quite difficult. Oh my goodness. Whoop. Well, something had to fall apart eventually, so...
So we have some donation incentives for upcoming runs. We have incentive for La Mulana Classic, which is a snatcher dating sim. I don't know what it is, but it sounds very interesting for me. I really want to watch that. It is currently $75 out of 200, so it is still $125 to go. Make sure to donate for it if you want to see some donating, if you want to see some dating sim in action.
Alright, so now we're out of the forest into the mansion. Oh, missed the guy. I like to jokingly call this Luigi's Mansion sometimes because you use Dustforce a lot here. And he kind of has a lot of similarities to Luigi in his character. Oh boy.
We have a lot of incentives for upcoming runs. I can't talk about all of them, but make sure to check out the link. And there's two tabs: one for incentives, one for file names and character names. So make sure to check them out. And if you want something to make happen, make sure to donate.
Oops. It's not the right character. Alright, well, it's probably a good level to talk about Grand Boost things. Doing it a whole bunch everywhere. This level is kind of like Grand Boost Central, but there's kind of a weird mechanic with this game where if you land on flat ground at like... I guess it's kind of more at a center angle, but the way I like to think of it is that if you land on flat ground at a certain velocity, you can get a nice speed boost out of it. It's a little bit faster. Oops. yeah, there's a instance of a mid-air dash jump right there. Oops. But when you're in the air, there's a certain point in time where you can press both dash and jump on the same frame to get a dash jump out of it. Oops. These books are probably like one of the scariest enemies in this game. They kind of fly in an awkward pattern that can easily get you off guard and just whack you in the face. Oops. That. Courtyard's kind of an interesting level in that I don't think it's ever really been dominated by a single character in terms of like the ILs. There's always been like Dustworth or Dustman, and have a lot of viable strats for both of those characters. Oops. Open that level, save for later. Storeroom. Doesn't know that the combat levels. Should be pretty quick if I do it right. There we go. Missed a dash up there. Oh.
You have time for some reminders?
Yep.
Okay, you are watching. You're right now watching JRTA4. We're fundraising for 4 Japanese speedrunners who are going to go to ADDQ, and we have Shoka and Zaraki for participating Mega Man Relay races, and Yamayu and Paul are participating in Yoshi's Island races. Speaking of Yoshi Island, if you donate more than $5 minimum, you have a chance to win Yoshi's Island complete in box for SFC as a prize. So make sure to donate if you want to win the prize. It is minimum $5. Also, we have some donation incentives for upcoming runs. We have Snatcher Dating Sim incentive for Ramlana Classic, which is currently at $75 out of $200. And also we have Beat the Game Without Using Words for Journey to Sirius, which is currently at $0 out of 100. It needs some love. Make sure to donate if you want that to happen. Also, we have some 5 names incentive, 5 names speed word. The most late one is Donkey Kong Country 3 5 name with 5 character maximum. Currently at the lead with Brock for $20, and Water at $10, and RPG at $5.
Alright, I think this is one of the first of the difficult levels, or the gold key levels that have no checkpoints in it. Which I guess for this one doesn't really matter much, but there we go. See, remember how to get all these boosts. It's not gonna work out too well. Alright. Alright, last level of the mansion right here. This one's kind of a bit of a cycle-based one. There's some enemies that are at the end that are on the cycle, and if I do this level consistently enough, should be able to get a pretty good ending there. Alright. Nice. Alright, so that's the mansion done. This is where the game starts getting a bit harder. Well. These next two next is City in the Lab. Kind of holds, I guess, probably some of the more difficult levels. when you're going through the game the first time. At least until you get to the difficulties anyway. I completely missed this, alright. Oops. I might have forgot what I was doing here. Hopefully that is high enough. Alright. It's a bit worried that Saber might not have gotten the dust on the ceiling of one of those blocks. Oh, this is not the character I had planned to pick on this level, but because I'm using her anyway. Probably fine. Man. All kinds of little flubs on this level. Nope, miss one piece of dust. I think it's the only point in the game where I actually know how much dust I should have. I actually have no idea how I missed that guy. That's pretty good. It's one of the hard things about this game is there's a lot of just technical things in it and a lot of things that can go wrong. Back through the wall. Gonna be cleaning those guys up later with a hopefully well-placed super. Go. Oops. couldn't pick Dustman for this level just because of that one part at the beginning. Nice. Uh, this right here, you can't actually climb that wall with Dust Scroll and make it on top of it. Alright. Okay. Oh. Oh. Alright. There's another one of those no checkpoint levels. Whoa. That was close. Almost died there. This way. Normally you're supposed to use that trash can to juggle across this gap, but Dustworth can just make the jump. So instead you can just knock the trash can into the pit to kill it really quickly. Jump to the other side. Alright. Here's Hideout. Probably one of the infamous levels of the city. Hopefully I just make it look easy. That'd be nice. But let's find out. Oh! That is not one of the places I expect to die. But whatever. Stuff like, whoa gosh, stuff like that always happens. So in this level there's 2 trash golems at the end, and this is like the only part of the level where they're really active. So most of this level I can do without really messing up their cycle, because they walk back and forth at the end of the level. And let's try not to kill myself. Alright. Get up, my down dash didn't come out for some reason. Alright. Well. Oh my. Oh boy. Alright, that was kind of bad that I messed with that section. Now I have no idea what the golems are going to be like. Jeez. Alright. Just gonna take it as safe as possible. Alright. There we go. Haven't had to do that in a while. Oh. So we have these slime ball things that are rooted onto the ground or walls. And they're kind of an interesting enemy. The way they work is you want to hit them. Let me wait for this paint can. Alright. You want to hit them in one direction and then a different direction to kill them really quickly. Otherwise they take like 5 hits to kill or something like that. Oops, I should probably grab this. Get in the door. Alright. Oh. Like most of the time when I play this level, I'm just staring at the background. It's kind of a... I guess there's a Titan in the background. Assuming that's what the level's named. Alright. So weird kind of speed transfer thing here, I don't know if I'll get it. Nope. For some reason there's some way to just transfer your speed up that wall. I have no idea how it works. Only got it like a few times. Wait, this is not the right character. Whoops. I'll just have to do with it. Figure out what I'm gonna do about one part. Whoops. Oh. You know what, in that case, let me just switch over to Dustman. Alright. Nice.
Let me quickly remind you that currently you are accepting donation for a prize, Yoshi's Island completing box. This is for Super Famicom. And if you donate right now for at least $5, you have a chance to win that awesome prize. And at this point, you have very high chance to win, to be honest. So make sure to donate if you want to win that prize.
So it's kind of an interesting thing with this level is that in older versions of the game it used to be bugged in a way where you didn't actually have to grab all the dust. Oh. Alright. And backup shift. It's one of my other favorite levels of the game. I'm gonna take it like really aggressively and hopefully it goes well. Nice super here. It happens to clear out some really annoying enemies in the bottom section, which will just allow me to go through that really quickly. Oops. Oh, come on. Had to improv a little bit at the end. So there's that one little piece of dust that I missed. Alright, let's see if I can... Nope. Alright. I guess I should probably explain spike jumps. So on 45-degree slopes, you can buffer a jump by just using your double jump and then just holding down and jump. And you can do that on spiked surfaces as well, if it's also 45 degrees. Which allows you to just safely jump on spikes and have some fun. Yeah, this game's pretty much just ninja janitors. Alright. Could have picked Dustman here and it has nothing to do with this level. Some neat movement afterwards that is quite a bit easier to do with them. Oh.
You have time for donation?
Yep, go ahead.
We've got $10 from Kira that says, "Truth to be told, I'm quite proud of my husband. To tame my flavor and fragrance, I use 5 different types of coffee beans." Thank you for the donation.
Sending willows, something that tends to get people a lot of trouble. That one tiny tunnel there. Alright. Nice. Oh. And here we go. Last level of this part of the game. Then we get to move on to some of the fun stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna use my mouse to exit the level. Because for some reason that puts me back here. And we're gonna go up here. And this is... well, hopefully I asked this dome. We're using all of our 16 red keys that we've gotten from those gold levels to unlock this final area of the game. And here we go. These are the difficulties. I died already. That didn't take long. Alright. Oh. Well, that was fortunate. Jumped a bit too late on that platform, and so it ate my double jump. Oh my. Okay, I know these are difficult, but this level's not supposed to be that bad. There we go. Okay. So this level was originally the last level in the game when it was first released. The rest of the difficulties came in the second version of the game. It's a bit of a cheese here. Oh. Whoops. Why did I do that? It's Duskit already? I'll probably see her one more time. Alright, I guess that works. It's like one bit of dust I missed on the wall that was... made things a little bit weird. Alright. It's kind of a hard level to learn the first time you go through it, just because this one in particular has no checkpoints in it. Go up here. We have some Zeta slopes. So the way the ceiling's working, this game, let's see. Almost had that. Alright. So the way ceilings work in this game is, kind of stick onto them. Nice. For a long time and get a whole bunch of speed off. Well, if you go into it with a bunch of speed, you just kind of slide really far. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Last level game already died. Very good. This is... a lot of the reason why this run is hard to complete. It's this level right here. 2.5 minute long level. It's quite hard. So hopefully it plays nice and I'll be able to get it. But we'll find out. So that dash in particular right there is, you have a 2-frame window for it. Oops. That's typically the most common point to die. This level. And also right here because I'm bad at it. Alright. So this level kind of combines a whole bunch of sections, well, kind of like a whole bunch of sections that are inspired by the previous difficulties. Alright, there we go. Got something going. So this section right here is actually from the prototype of the game. I died. Nice. Well done. Maybe I should shut up and play the game. Come on. There we go. Let's get the super drop. Oh, that was close. My second light was definitely off where it should have been. So I almost died. Ooh. Whoop. Alright, done. Weird up having on the end, that kind of scared me a little bit. Oof. Alright, well, that is it for me.
GG. You have something to say at the end?
Well, thanks for watching, and glad I was able to pull that off. The end is always very nerve-wracking, so